No movement has happened yet. That's okay. We don't need movement. First, we're gonna set a spawn. We want somewhere to be not center, and these are 16 by 16. So, what's half of 16? That's right, it's 8. So we want to create a spot that is off limits. A tuple of x and y. Center of x. Do some arithmetic there. Center, except for let's not be silly here. We need to have 2 x's and 2 y's. This is bad. I feel like this is really not the way to do it. Center of x 0 minus 8. Do the same thing. Center of x of 1 minus or plus 8. We're assuming that the center is right here, and then we're just gonna move this x over to here, and then another x over there. Well, yeah, we're all on board there. Same thing. Minus 8 plus 8. And prettier is not active, so I guess I'll have to do it myself. That's what I'm used to. That's what I want. One small typo here. All right, that's the only off limits area. When we want to spawn, we want to do something. We want to do something random. You know, I just realized I don't have to do that. If I try to base it off of the center and only have a max constraint of width and height, I don't have to have this. We're probably gonna delete this. Spawn x miscellaneous dot random. I haven't used random in a while. Hey Google, how do you do a random in JavaScript? Just right quick. It's math.random. I knew it. There was an M word in there. It's usually like in a decimal point. So from 0 to full height, we'll times that by 100. We'll floor it. What's wrong? Why are you mad at me? Oh, right. This is not how you do it. So it's between 0 and 1. We're going to times that by 100. We want it between 0 and the height of the screen. I have no idea how big the screen's going to be. Yeah, 0 to full height. I think you just times it by the full height of whatever the screen is. So if it's like 0.5, it'll times that by the full height of the screen, which will be half of it, and it'll end up in the center. Since I don't want it to do weird stuff. Mathy should be called Mathy. So it should spawn somewhere in between all of this stuff. Obviously not right now, but we don't want it in the center. We don't want it anywhere near this thing. Close, but nowhere near it. So we're just going to do a quick check here to say if it's if spawn x is going to be greater than off limits. Since we're doing the x's, it'll be 0 as the x's. Yeah, this is not the way to do it. This is going to be gross. Yeah, because it has to all be there. What if I abstract this a little bit? Just create a little function that says is in x spawn. And it'll give us a x coordinate is in y spawn, y coordinate. Separate this out. Off limits equal to this thing. I am 100% sure that there is a way better way to do this. I mean, there's always a way better way to do it. Let's be honest. And we'll get there. Because if I was making an actual semi-decent game, this would be hell as you created more stuff. This would be a literal nightmare. All right, we're going to start by spawn x randomly between the hit width and nothing. Nothing times width. So it could be from 0 to 1 times the full width of the screen. And we're going to check a couple of things. We're going to check if it's in the spawn. And we're going to need to check is off screen of x. And same thing with this one of y. We'll leave those empty for now. Yeah, so we're going to check if for some reason spawn x is in, like it's somehow within it. And it's also somehow the y spawn. Then we're going to do something. We're going to change. We need to make these let because I need them to be able to be adjusted. Adjust spawn point. Check if in spawn. And we're going to do the same thing down here, but with the off screen. Either or. If it's for some reason poking up within the sprite size difference, then we're going to adjust again. Oh, we're not going to want to do that. We're going to want to do that one at a time. We could probably do it in a single line too. So if it's literally inside of it, we're going to adjust. It has to be in both. And if it is in both, we will take the... I see a small problem with that. Because if it's only in one, if the x is up here, say the x is right here, but the y isn't, then it wouldn't do it. But if the y is within there, so it does need to be in both. I overthought that for a second. Quick break. Spawn of x, spawn of y. We will just adjust it to be... We could do a lot of really ugly arithmetic here, or try to think of it simply. If we can think of it simpler, Like if the X is greater than center or less than center, then we'll just move it like, I don't know, 10 pixels this way. And if the Y is center, then we'll move it 10 pixels this way. So it'll just kind of like go in that direction. And we'll do it in a single line. If the spawn X is greater than center of 0, if it's slightly less than, then I want it to move 10 spaces to the left. If it's less than, meaning it's still in the spawn, but it's less than the center, move it down. Minus equal 10 pixels. Otherwise, we're going to move it upwards. Then we're going to check Y as well. Do the same thing. Spawn Y minus equal 10. I seem to have not used the correct naming schema. That's okay. Also, we're just, we're setting the home. After all of this junk, we're going to come down here and go like this. Spawn food. We're basically going to do the same thing. Is off screen, and we're going to assume that it knows what off screen means. X is greater than or less than 1. How big is this sprite? What if we assume it's 16? So if it's less than 0 plus 8, just in case. So if it's some of it's out there, we'll just assume like if it's right here. So if it's at 0, unless it centers it, I don't know if it centers it, but if it does center it, then I guess we'll do 8. So we'll assume it's a 16 pixels. So if it's at 0, it'll be right here halfway off, and then I just want it to move 8 spaces this way. So that should be fine. The arbitrary number here is actually not a good idea. So we're going to say food sizes, we're going to assume it's going to be 16 pixels. Yeah, it's just because they're technically 16 by 16. So we'll just add food size. Let's make this as legible as possible, divided by 2. Technically should do that in the correct order, but if in doubt, parentheses. I don't know why I said X. Spawn X. Then we're going to do what we did earlier. If for some reason it's off screen and it's bigger than what I've done, we're going to say the same thing. Spawn of what? This is the least way to do this. God, this is gross. I could just turn this into a reusable. I'm repeating a lot of code here. We could just do function of adjust position based off of what I give it. Coordinate, what's this argument going to be called? Yeah, if we get here, because we could just set the X and the Y with just one thing. So we could turn like 40 lines of code into 2 lines of code. This is gross. So what we need to check is the current spawn, the off limits section, and that's it. It's going to, obviously, we'll say off limits. So we could do this same thing. If coordinate is less than off limits, we'll do what we've been doing, which is return like 10. Otherwise, we're going to return -10, which you can add a -10 and it'll be okay. So what that means is what I can do is we can come up here and get rid of all this shit. And we can say adjust position. Spawn X will be plus equal to adjust position of spawn X coordinate that I was using, which was center 0, and it will automatically return +10 or -10. And we could do the same thing for spawn Y. That should do the same thing, just a tiny bit prettier. This one will be a little trickier, but not by much. These will never activate if this is true because it won't move it off screen, and so these will just be ignored. But we still need it. We're going to do spawn X plus equal to adjust position. I might have to rename that, but we're just going to be okay with it for now. Lots of refactoring required. We're going to give it the spawn X, and we're going to give it the off limits section, which is going to be this whole arithmetic. This. Save yourself some damn time. Spawn Y. Going to do the exact same thing. Oh no, wait. This is yeah. We don't want to put that here, and we can make this a single line of code to make my life feel cooler. So if spawn X is off limits, it's off screen. Wait a minute. I'm going to need 2 off limits sections, aren't I? This isn't going to work the way I think. It'll only work on the left side, but if it gets too big, no, because off screen is going to take care of it. We're just going to check the 0. It'll be okay. Spawn Y. Do the same thing. Done. Why are you mad? Coordinate of any is, well, that's fair. Is this technically TypeScript? You're kidding me. That's awesome. How did I just figure that out? This isn't even JavaScript. That means I can make it return stuff. Return a number. So we can do some cool stuff where we could go, hey man, this is a number. Return a Boolean. But it's very angry. Must return a value. Well, yeah. Return false. I thought for sure it wasn't going to be in TypeScript. If it gets here, we'll assume it's not in the spawn. Everything's fine. Only thing it does is returns false. Set game scene. It will spawn food, and it will only spawn one food at a time. We can loop it if I need to. Cool. It's a kill. All right, so if everything works well, this should automatically do what it needs to do. Now we just need to make these work. We're gonna see if it's in the off limits spawn. We might reverse this just so that I don't have to have a bunch of if else stuff turn true no matter what. If our x coordinate greater than off limits of 0, or x coordinate is greater than or equal to off limits of 1. If any of that is true, we will return false. False. This way it is not in the X spawn. And we're gonna do the same thing down here. I just realized that I could turn these into one single function. Make a function is in area. It's okay. Everything's fine, man. Coordinate, Boolean, coordinate's gonna be a number. Off limits, area, which is going to be an array of numbers. And we're gonna do exactly what we just did here. I could make it I could literally make this a single line. What if it's right here and it's kind of touching though? Like what if it's not all the way in there? For now it's fine. We're gonna let that bug happen. We've been at this for an hour and a half already and I haven't even spawned any food. Totally fine. We're just gonna return this whole ordeal. If I wanted to keep this where it's at, we could leave the off limits section like this. What if we did this? We're gonna keep it. Return is in area, x coordinate, and off limits. It's okay. Is in area, y coordinate of off limits. This one is gonna do something similar. We don't really need to do that though. It doesn't need to be in an area. It could just be off screen. It does need to be in an area. Okay. I'm starting to notice another pattern. I'm kind of repeating myself just for naming's sake. It does have a purpose, in which case that you can read it and you can go back and change it. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it just so that you can read what the hell's going on here. And this is just gonna be the x, which is going to be 0, and it's going to be the max height of full width. That's the area that we want, and we'll do the same thing. Is in area of x off limits. I wish I had anyone here to help me here. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. The only difference between these two is that I'm adding full width and full height. And then it's doing all the same stuff. I already got like 100 lines of code. So this, in theory, should work. And then we spawn the food. Spawned it at 0 because I never spawned it. Makes sense. I forgot to add a sprite. Oh, we're going to have to do something else here. Set position of spawn. We'll set up a new system for that. It's okay. We're just testing to see if my little spawning system works. I wish I had multiple files to be able to put this somewhere else, man. Do not go off on a tangent. What did it do? Oh, it kind of worked. Okay. Refresh it. Oh, my lord. Okay. Oh, it went off screen. Dang it.